Hey guys, it's Wendy, and I have had such a epiphany today. So I want to jump on real quick and share it with you. It's relating to hide and go seek. How many of you guys played hide and go seek as a kid? I know I did, and that ability to like hide and tuck away somewhere and be in secret and before somebody could find you, or playing sardines, where it's like, hurry, get in here, hide with me, hide with me, hide with me. And hiding just became like a skill. And you know, we get older and we probably hide some other things. And what hit me today is this outpouring of love, outpouring of, you know, light, of prayers, of just warmth. And I've had visits from amazing people. I have had people coming out of the woodwork and reaching out to me. And I was just like, wow, where has this been? And then it hit me. I've been hiding. It's me. I'm the problem. And probably half the clients that I coach, one of their top issues is connectivity and connection, and feeling like they don't really have friends. They're isolated, they're alone. Nobody really understands them and what they're going through. And as we would coach through the different sessions, I would be like, oh, I can totally relate to that, because I feel like I'm my own island. I feel like I'm, you know, in this world. Yes, I'm surrounded by family. I'm surrounded by people that care about me, but I'm alone. I am my own island, and I've got to deal with things by myself. And then the hospital incident happened. I was challenged by one of my kids, like, Mom, you're a high performer. This isn't your high performing self to sit here complaining because you're in a hospital getting taken care of. Like, where's your high performance self? And I was like, yeah, that's true. Like, why am I not living what I'm teaching and coaching other people about? And so I started posting live videos. That was a first for me. You guys, that was like I'm gonna step off this cliff into this deep abyss and let people know I am physically not doing well, and I'm in a hospital and I don't know what's going on. That was really huge for me, because I have been so used to hiding. I have been so used to, let's think of it like this, like, and if you're guilty of this, like, pop in and hit a thumbs up. We go to the store and we get ourselves a treat, and maybe we have young kids at home or a husband who thinks we should be losing weight. And so we hide that treat in our top drawer, and that's our go-to when we're stressed out. That's our go-to when things aren't going well. That's kind of like our crutch, but we have it hidden so people don't know about it. And I slowly, over the last 20 years, became that way. And so as I've been thinking about this for the last day, I realized it was a lot to do with my work in developing countries, because every time I've been over there, their situations are 100 times worse than anything we're dealing with. And I took it upon my shoulders that because I'm friends with all these people socially on Facebook, and they're going to know what's going on for me, I have to be positive and upbeat and act like my world is fine. And sometimes, you guys, our worlds aren't fine. And I just took it upon myself that I could not let them know how bad my life really was, or that I had had my 30th surgery, or that I'd gotten hit by a car, or that I, you know, had gained my 30 pounds because I got hit by a car, or that I was going in for my 40th surgery. Like, I felt like I could not openly share that, because these people in Philippines or India or Cambodia, these women and people that I love, would be like, oh, she's got it so rough. Like, have you ever tried, you know, begging for food? Have you ever gone without a meal? And so I remember like having these thoughts, like, I can't let my true self show. And that's wrong. That is so wrong. That is what my epiphany was today, is I kept thinking, okay, I haven't gone unconscious now for 9 days, and my blood pressure has been really high for the last, not high, bad, high, good for me, 121 over 68. And I was like, why am I feeling so good? Like, I just feel so great and so energized. And then I traced back, and it was because friends in Texas stepped up and let my daughter-in-law stay at their home. It was because a friend stepped in and said, let me come clean your bathrooms. Another friend stepped in and said, I'm coming in to bring you lunch. Another friend stepped in and brought me some books to read. And another friend private messaged. Another friend private messaged. Another friend sent me an email. Another friend sent me an email. You guys, connection was happening. For these last 3 weeks, I have had so much connection with people that I love and care about. And I have shielded myself and them from knowing the real me and knowing what was going on for me. And so connection is real, and connection is probably a huge plague going on for people right now. Technology, I don't know if any of you have read this book. It's called Irresistible by Adam Alter. And this book talks about the greatest study done on how technology impacts humanity. That's the condensed version of it. You got to read it to learn all of that. But we are living in a world today where everything is through technology. And even I had become in that world. Yes, I'm surrounded by family, but am I really present? Am I really there, taking advantage of the moment? Yesterday, a woman came over and she said, let me rub your legs and your feet. And I was just like taken aback, like, holy cow, like you're just sitting in my house asking, can I rub your legs and feet? And then another dear friend, I'm not going to say names because these are tender mercies for me, but she came by to do the bathrooms. Then she came by the next day and said, I just want to vacuum for you. And she was exhausted, and she was coming after work. So she'd already been working 12 hours. And I thought, wow, people, when we connect, when we step out of ourselves and into others, when we truly give of our time, of our presence, of our love, when's the last time any of us said, can I rub your feet? When's the last time any of us showed up at a friend's house and said, you know what, let me come do your dishes. Let me come vacuum. Let me clean your bathroom. And whether I'm an invalid or not, right now I can't do those things. But regardless, when we step out of ourselves and into others and seek what their needs are, or just simply open our eyes to what's going on around us and how we can possibly step in and help someone, that's when connection takes place. And that's, sadly, that's what we're all seeking. We're all seeking to be connected. And that is a true human drive. It's a real valid human drive to be connected. And technology is what steals it from us. And yet we all immerse ourselves in technology. And that's not bad. Technology also allows us to progress. It allows us to grow. But boy, we've got to really be mindful of how much we are allowing technology to be in our lives and to rob us from the connections we're looking for. So I just want to end with a quick shout out to the people who weren't hiding from me for the last several weeks, to the family that let us use their house in Texas, to the woman who donated her entire day driving an hour both ways to help Brielle at the Austin, Texas event, to the people in Iowa who stepped up and helped Brielle while she was there, to the lunches that have been brought to me, not dropped off, but you guys came in and you sat with me and you talked with me, to the individuals who came and rubbed my feet and my legs, to the woman who came and said, hey, you might want to read these books, to the individual who drove me to a meeting yesterday, and the individual who took me to church on Sunday, and all of the people, the flowers that have been sent to me, the people helping me in the shower, people that have brought in meals, the social support, all of you who have reached out with a shout out that, hey, we hope you feel better. Hey, we're sorry you're going through this. Like, all of it has seriously energized me. Look at me. Like, I'm standing here. I just had total hip replacement. I am standing here in front of you, full of light, full of life, full of energy. But it's because of what I have been given for these last few weeks. And today is my day. I'm giving back. Today is the day I'm sending the thank you cards. Today is the day I'm gonna send out some videos. I'm gonna just be like all over the place with my gratitude because that is energizing. So I just challenge each of you out there, if you're struggling with connection, if you are struggling with feeling like you are your own island, let's not play hide and seek anymore. You know, let's get into the game of life. Life is where it is at. Being present is where it's at. And let's truly just connect with individuals. I even noticed it on phone calls. A lot of people were calling, and boy, what came to my attention was if it's somebody who is long-winded or talking about things where I'm like, I've heard this before, I have the tendency, and I can't believe I'm going to voice this, but I'm just putting it out there because maybe some of you do this. I have the tendency to pop open my computer screen and multitask. And you guys, multitasking, we all know, is a myth. And I am sure the person on the other line of the phone knows exactly when I check out and when I check back in. Because there's only so many, yeah, oh yeah, no, I heard you, that we can say before the individual's gonna be like, they're not really paying attention. And so I literally, when my phone rings, I've been answering it and I have been full on present and engaged in that conversation. And those conversations have been dynamic. They have been like, pop, pop, pop. I mean, they've just been awesome. Like, it's been so great to have these phone conversations and for me to really be listening and to acknowledging and to be inputting on that conversation with full heart, with full enthusiasm, with full intention of wanting to know what that individual is saying to me. So yeah, that's just another thing that I identified. So here we go, t-shirt of the day, do what you love and love what you do. So when you're engaged with others, do that with love. And love what you're doing when you're with other people. I challenge all of you to do that today. Be present with people, establish those connections, learn what technology is doing to us and ways to get around that, because we don't want connection to be the plague of this century. We are all human beings, and one thing we have nailed down is we are perfectly imperfect. And so let's be perfectly imperfect together and share the flaws, share the joys, share the sorrows, and share the struggles. There are two stories in the human narrative, and we all know what they are. It's either growth and progress or struggle. And so let's be there for each other during both times and be open and vulnerable about it and establish the connections with each other so we know we're in each other's corners. I love each of you, and I'm so grateful you have been in my corner during this journey. I'm so grateful you've allowed me to be vulnerable and to share the fact that I don't have to hide anymore. I can be out there and say, yeah, I'm in the hospital. Yeah, I've got vasovagal syncope, because this last 3 weeks has been so worth it, reestablishing connections with all these people that I love, that I think of all the time. And now we're just talking back and forth, and it's just amazing. So connections where it's at and being present. I hope you all have a magnificent hump day. It's Wednesday. Again, 9 days without passing out, and my blood pressure is getting in the normal range. And I feel amazing, and I just am so grateful, so very grateful for everything that has occurred over the last 3 weeks that has opened my eyes. We can all grow and progress. We can all make changes in our life, no matter what stage we're at. Connect with others. Have an awesome Wednesday.